What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Everyday Carries Everyday Guy. We've got some packages to open, and we've got some packages that I have already opened. Check this out. EDC backpack, the Nightcore BP23, as well as inside it, check that high-vis orange. Inside it, the Nightcore SLB04. Huge thanks to my guy Jim over at Nightcore for hooking me up with this bag. I've been wearing it daily for the past 2 weeks. I think I opened it 2 weeks ago because I couldn't wait to do a video about it. So EDC backpack review coming shortly, and then also Rushby Industries. They make these +2 base plates for Glocks and CZs. Guys, if you want the Glocks +2 base plate, it's only available from Southwest Holsters. So check out on their website. I've been running these. They are quite nice. And I'm sort of testing them. I'm gonna do some drop testing soon, emergency reloads, and see how they handle that. So we're gonna do question, mail time, pocket dump. Let's get to the first question. Hey man, thanks for the videos. What's your thoughts on running a weapon mounted light +2, 3, 4 shoes, etc. for EDC? Is it really necessary? From Alto. Very good question, considering what my EDC looks like, right? So Alto, to answer your question, right, this is a very opinionated thing, but I want you to base your opinion on the following. It's a very timely question. I shared a reel on my Instagram profile quite recently from Active Self-Protection. Those of you who don't follow Active Self-Protection, I highly recommend you do. John Career. Very, very good information, real world scenarios and breakdowns. And he said something I thought was very interesting. A gunfight is an open competition. Those of you who shoot competition, you will know that the open category is a category for people who bring anything they want. You can come there with a 400,000 Rand setup. If you have the money, it doesn't matter. You can bring anything. That's what a gunfight is. You can bring anything to a gunfight. The bad guy recognizes that he or she can bring anything to a gunfight. The only thing you can't do is go and fetch stuff. So what you brought is what you must fight with, and that's it. And so if someone were to say to me, you're going into a gunfight, what are you going to take with you? I'm going to take the weapon mounted light, I'm going to take the red dot, I'm going to take the extended mag, I'm going to take the spare mag, I'm going to take the other spare mag, I'm going to take a knife, I'm going to take a high power, I'm going to take everything, right? So that is why I carry the stuff I carry. Now, this is, like I say, it's an opinion. You at the end of the day, what I want you to do is always carry a firearm. But just remember that the bad guy is not concerned about how comfortable or uncomfortable it is. He's bringing all his toys to the party, and if he's got 2 guns and you have your revolver with only 5 shots, it's really hard for you to come out on top. You're going to need some next level skill. And something I do find coincidentally is that people tend to carry less as their skill level improves. So use that for what it's worth, but just remember, whatever you brought to the gunfight, that's all you have. And the bad guy is coming to a gunfight like it's an open competition. He's bringing everything. Next, first and foremost, I want to say excellent presentation. Look how nice that looks. That is one really small 200 lumen keychain flashlight, and it's out of a solid piece of material. Very nice. This is going to be like one of those top-down Friday non-tactical quick videos, and I'll talk to you about my experiences with this as soon as I can learn how to pronounce the name. Is it Litnext? I don't know. Hi Rana, enjoy all the videos and your picks. Thank you for your hard work. EDC Q&A. With the training industry in South Africa becoming saturated with pop-up instructors and institutes, how do you know who to train what? How do you know who to train what with? From Dwayne. Okay, Dwayne, firstly, thank you for the comments, the nice comments about my channel and watching my videos. I really do appreciate that. I think what you're asking is, how do you know who's legit or not? And man, that is a really difficult thing to know, right? But this is my solution. This is how I judge who I'm going to train with. One, if I'm training a skill like how to shoot a gun accurately, the person teaching me better know how to shoot a gun accurately, okay? he better know how to put a round exactly where he wants to put a round, and he needs to know how to teach it. Right now, this is something that is purely skills based. I don't care what your experience level is. I don't care if you were a ninja or if you were a chef. If you can shoot accurately and you can teach people to shoot accurately, I will listen to you and I'll train from you or by you. Now, when it comes to tactics, okay, as in what do you do if, or what do you do when, or how do you approach this, that sort of thing, I look to people who have operational experience. When I say operational experience, I mean, if someone's going to teach me how to fight, they must have fought themselves, right? That is how I decide. Often you'll find that people who are amazing tactically aren't the best pistol shooters, because a lot of these guys are ex-military and they spend most of their life on a rifle, right? So they come into the civilian market, and as civilians, we can't run around with rifles and plate carriers like they can. So they do have something to teach, and we do have something to learn from them. For example, if I was going to be taught on how to fight, on how to do 4, 5, 6 man CQB, I would want someone who has done it to teach me. He doesn't have to be the best pistol shooter, but I want someone who's actually kicked indoors to teach me how to do that. If I want to learn to shoot the pistol accurately, your only skill that I will accept as you being able to teach me is, can you do what you're saying? A skill, as far as I'm concerned, can be taught by almost anybody who has mastered that skill. Okay? Tactics, as far as I'm concerned, you need to have done that or performed in a real life situation. Because if someone's going to say to me, during an ambush, you must do A, B, C, D, and E, I need to know that what they are saying I should do, they've done and it worked. Okay? So, I hope that answers your question. Listen, it's a dark market, eh? Like, you don't know who's who anymore in the zoo. So that is how I would measure it. And also one other thing, I will generally not train from people who won't give me their background. If they say, it's too secretive, whatever. Listen, once you become a civilian, 99% of professions don't require that much secrecy. Like, go online and search former Navy SEAL, and you will see an enormous list of people. Former Recon Marine, former Delta Force, former whatever. Right? The only profession that I've come across where people are very sketchy, even afterwards, are spies. People who worked in the espionage world, because countries that are at war with other countries, that shouldn't be at war with other countries, go figure it out. They're very vindictive. So if you were CIA, that kind of thing, in the world of espionage, stealing information from foreign countries, I can get why you want to be super secretive about it, but maybe for you, it's not best to be teaching people. Phoenix PD25R. This is a very nice looking flashlight. Remember when I did the review of the Phoenix PD35R, I was very impressed with it. This is the 25. I'm assuming it's just that it's smaller and it's sort of like in your more EDC range. I do like Phoenix's button. Phoenix makes some good stuff, eh? I'm very keen to test this for review. So big thanks to the folks at Phoenix, big thanks to the folks at Nightcore, big thanks to the folks at Litnext, and big thanks to James at Southwest Holsters and Rushby Industries for the extra +2 baseplate. Let's do the pocket dump. Okay, sorry about the change in sound. Belt, core essentials as always. Light Cloud Defensive MCH from SA Tactical Institute. Holster. Southwest Holsters Rattler 2.0. Put this back on. Firearm, Glock 19, Holosun Red Dot Surefire X300 TR1 trigger upgrade, Rushby Industries mag extension. I'm carrying the open, again, quite like it. And then the knife is Benchmade Grip Tillian with the snaggletooth pocket opener type situation. And clothing is all Urban Warrior. Guys, that is it. Thank you for taking time to check out this video. I really appreciate it. If you like this kind of thing, please consider subscribing. I do a gear-related review every single week. thank you to everyone who sent me everything, and you guys for posting your Q&As. If you want to post a Q&A to me, just DM me saying EDC Q&A, and ask you a question, and I'll ask and answer it on the channel. That's it, guys. Have a good week. Be safe. Train hard. Cheers. God bless.